Oh, hello, you nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular arts we love. Also, we do it drunk.
We mostly do it drunk, sir. Mostly.
Always encouraged, but never mandatory.
Always mandatory.
I am Jedi Master Grayson, and I am joined as always with my co-host, Brother Bill. How you doing?
Doing good, doing great. Doing good, doing great. How are you?
Doing hip-hop. Best day of my life.
You know what? You know why I'm feeling so good?
Why?
Because we got people listening. We got
Thank you
people
so much,
listening.
guys. Please, hold your
We
applause.
got
for
people
the end.
listening, baby.
So happy to have all of you guys here. Obviously, this is not a live show as per usual. This one is recording. We're pre-recorded for Labor Day.
Pre-recording, baby!
But regardless, we are still very excited to talk to you guys today. We are not talking Alien. We are not talking Foundation. But we are still going to be talking shit.
Yeah, boy.
We are going to be talking about the 100 best TV shows of the 21st century. Sort of. Maybe. A little bit. We'll tell you more details in just a little bit. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, we do want to remind you guys to tune in every Thursday to the Bantha Bunch, hosted by your favorite cousin Bill. This guy right here.
Let's go.
Bill, do you know if what you guys are going to be talking about in the future, like the week of Labor Day?
Week of your birthday. We're going to be talking about Alex's birthday. How drunk did I get? How many times did I get yelled at? And did I pee my pants? It's all going to be right here on the Drunk Banthas channel. And, well, actually, it's only going to be partly on the Drunk Banthas channel. You want me to explain that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it.
Well, right now, you guys, if you're watching right now on the Drunk Banthas channel and Nerds at Night channel, that means, excuse me, if you're watching on the Drunk Banthas channel or on Nerds at Night channel, we are about to move the podcast to two different mediums, and that's Nerds at Highlights and the Drunk Banthas podcast. Very, very complicated stuff. But make sure you tune in over there. Go make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss a day, you don't miss a ting when we got that swing. You know what I'm saying? On Mondays and Thursdays, the podcasts will be on the Drunk Banthas podcast channel and Nerds at Highlights. That's the only place you're going to be able to find the lives. Now, if you happen to see us live on these channels, Drunk Banthas channel and Nerds at Night, as usual, we will only be doing like 10, 20-minute episodes on here, and then you'll have to move over to the podcast channels, the live channels, to get the live shows. Does that make sense? Is that too hard? Let me know. I'll find better ways to explain it. But we also got Does It Hold Up episodes that are coming out right now. Right, Alex?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go ahead and just play our little promo here.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood and thought it doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, then you would enjoy our bi-weekly series, Does It Hold Up?, where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if it is as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Banthas channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
So check out those. We got new episodes coming out every other Wednesday at 4:20 p.m. A lot of great episodes coming around the corner. Little Nicky, Fantastic Four. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Oh, no, actually, I Know What You Did Last Summer. We already did that one. Urban Legends. A lot of great episodes. But you also want to remind you guys to, we'll suggest that you guys consider perusing through our merch store where we have hats, hoodies, shirts, mugs, and all kinds of cool stuff with our stupid name on it.
It's the best way to support us. It's one of the best ways to support us. The other best way is to make sure you hit that join button.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, join.
Hit the join button. But if you can't pay money for anything, hit that like and the subscribe buttons.
Very much appreciated.
Some people got it subtle. We're not doing it subtle. It's right there. Bam. Bam.
Boom. Right in your
Bam.
face.
Do something before do something. Boy.
So yeah, I guess we should go and get into our just main topic of the night. We're not talking about our usually weekly TV shows.
Oh. I thought this was the part where you hit. Today we're going to talk about. No?
Yeah, no dramatic stings this week.
It's supposed to be. Today we're going to talk about. Or today we're going to talk. My favorite.
First steps, indeed.
But no.
No. No, we're not talking about any of that stuff today. Actually, I was kind of inspired by the New York Times article that came out pretty recently talking about the top 100 movies of the 21st century, and just started making me think about the top 100 TV shows of the 21st century. I mean, it sounds bigger than it is. It's only 25 years, but still, it's a long time. A lot of great TV shows with Netflix and all these streaming services. Definitely gotten a lot. So it was fun putting together this list. Unfortunately, we do not have time to have like a 15-hour podcast to talk about all 100 on the list. Yeah, I feel like it would just take too much time.
Oh, damn. I didn't know we didn't have 15 hours. I blocked out a whole thing.
I made time for this.
I got a lot of stuff. I got things that I can do after this.
Remember that time we tried to do a live on like 50 movies, and then somebody in the chat was like, if you spend this much time on all these movies, your podcast is going to be 10 hours long.
It wasn't even that many. It was like top 20.
Yeah.
He was like, no, it was top
it was
10.
50. It was 50 because I was talking about all the movies I saw that year.
I thought it was a different one, but yeah. He's like,
oh, no.
This will be 124 hours long if you guys do that. Oh, really?
But I thought it'd be fun. Obviously, we can't engage in the chat, in the live chat, but please, guys, jump into the conversation, jump into the comment section. Let us know what you think, because we're only going to be talking about the top 10 TV shows.
Please share this
of the 21st century.
Please share this.
We will be putting the full list on the video description, and we'll be posting in the posts section or the community section of YouTube, Drunk Banthas YouTube channel. But in the meantime, in between time, let's go ahead and get in.
Tell us how wrong we are.
Yeah. I'm can't wait to hear all the arguments about this. It was very hard for me, but I'm very happy with this top 10 list. We'll start with number 10.
When we don't have to do anything, people. We don't have to do nothing. He did it all already.
Yeah, my crazy brain just wouldn't stop until I came up with this list. And here we go, top 10. Number 10, Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down.
One of the greatest theme songs.
That's
one of the greatest character arcs. And it's just like an incredibly satisfying.
Wait a minute. What is the criteria here? We just...
I took a lot of things into account, just like the quality of the writing, the quality of the show, and all together at its peak. Acting, obviously. Sometimes shows that don't have great endings are still like incredible at their peak, so it still makes the list in that way. Are
we putting peak over longevity?
No. Because one of the shows in the top 10 only had one season.
Can we start from 10 instead of 1?
That's what I did.
I thought you said number 1.
No. This is number 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but I just wanted to make sure the I wanted to make sure I'm aware of the criteria before I criticize anything.
And ultimately, no one's going to have the same list. It's 100 shows over 25 years. Nobody's going to have the same list as I do. So
fuck your list.
The main criteria is this is my list.
Well, no, that ain't got nothing. No, we need to know the criteria.
No. Yeah, obviously, it's like the best TV shows. That's the ones with the best quality of writing and acting, and shows that have incredible endings are definitely considered, but shows that have bad endings aren't necessarily taken out, just considering how high the peak was, what the show was at its peak. We'll get to one of those shows.
So ending could kill. So if you had a bad ending,
it doesn't necessarily disqualify.
Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. If you had a bad ending, but your peak wasn't really peak, then that could kick you out. If you was in the top 5, you could just get kicked out because you had a bad ending.
If you had a bad ending and if your peak wasn't like necessarily good enough to excuse the bad ending, then yeah.
So Sopranos isn't in the top 10.
Well, Sopranos isn't in the list because they started in 1999.
Oh,
there's a lot of them that kind of just get
cheating. I see
cheating.
Cheating
past
is
25 years,
cheating
the 21st century. Futurama.
Ladies
there's a
and
lot of great
gentlemen.
shows that came out in 1999.
Shout out all you 25-year-olds. So Jesus Christ. You 25-year-olds right now. Also, shout out to Santa Monica Airport. But
yeah,
I don't know if y'all can hear this. These microphones are way better than normal. So you guys might be picking up some aircrafts, some Cessnas.
But yeah, like how do you feel about my number 10 on here?
I don't know how to feel about your 10 till we get to 9.
Okay.
But OLI, I'm gonna give your number 10 a
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, we'll move.
Oh
on.
no, get out of here.
Stop.
Second ding.
You
You don't get 2 dings, by the way. That was just one ding. That was a typo. Ding. First ding. That's all you get.
And yeah, we'll just say Kitty Powers, great character.
Kenny
I
Powers
feel like
one of the
his
greatest characters of all time.
his arc on the show is just very believable, and it just makes so much sense for his character. It's like you don't see, like, spoilers. It's not a 180 where a guy is just like suddenly it's more likable than they were at the beginning of their journey. Like, he's still the same person to the core, and it never feels like it, but tries to patronize the audience. Like, it's one of the best written comedies of all time, in my opinion. And yeah, definitely the last 25 years for me.
It's a beautiful allegory on life, living with bipolar disorder, bipolar 1, like all of it, full blown, no medication for it. All of Jody and Danny's shows and movies are about that, basically, in my opinion. I don't know. I hadn't talked to him about it. I'll ask him next time I see him. But
he certainly does a really good job of humanizing people who deal with like mental and emotional distress.
Clearly, you can't sit and say that Kenny Powers is a person without mental issues. You can't sit here and say that. So the dude is clearly off, badly off. He is off, y'all.
Oh gosh.
And if you perform or act like him in life, in any smidgen, you might be bipolar, or at least bipolar 2. I'm just saying.
But moving right along,
yeah, because this might get criticized later. Depending on what we got going on,
guys.
9.
Yeah, just let us know in the comments what you think of the list so far.
Also, I hadn't seen anything beyond. I hadn't seen any of this list, including the ones below 10, and so.
Yeah, I'm curious how you're gonna react. But number 9, we have Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
Like I thought long and hard about just like the
above Eastbound and Down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went back and forth about this, and it's just like one of the best written sci-fis of like the past 25 years, and it does a really great job of reinventing the idea of Battlestar Galactica from the 80s, and it does such an incredible job of having this commentary on religion and capitalism and humanity. Like it really takes the time to use sci-fi at its best, in my opinion. When like sci-fi is at its best when it's holding up a mirror to society and showing like all the crazy flaws that it has in this funhouse way, like the funhouse guys of all the sci-fi spectacular.
Do we care? Are we caring about that?
Producer P, Lord have mercy. It'd be so rude.
Yeah, she's quick to come in with the clips.
Jeez Louise.
But yeah, that's I again, I just felt like it was a very satisfying ending. And it had not always had, it's not a perfect show, not always had great episodes. There were some episodes that are better than others, but ultimately, yeah, I feel like this is definitely it deserves a spot on the top 10.
I am going to give that some. How do I express my pleasure for one, other than the ding? That's what I'm giving it from now on. Anytime
the Jetsons doorbell,
yeah. Also, I think I could do this. Like, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure y'all go ahead and click that thing.
But moving right along to number.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry,
I'm very good with that one. Battlestar Galactica, a fucking phenomenal TV show, TV series. Should be higher. Let's go. What do you got in front of it?
Okay,
because it should be higher. What you playing around as?
Number
Funky
8.
ass.
It's gonna be The Office, U.S. Office.
The U.S. Office.
Mhm. I mean, like I feel like the show did definitely have its. The show definitely had its peaks and its valleys as far as like the quality of the seasons. I think like the second to last one or 8th or 9th wasn't like one of the strongest, but when that show was at its best, it was like the most popular thing in America, and it's still like being I guess invigorated through gifs and memes and stuff like that. It's just like an iconic television show, and the ending of the show is just like, I mean, obviously it spawned a lot of TV shows like Modern Family and all these shows that have all these confessionals. It kind of became a trope for a lot of different TV shows. Obviously,
so curly.
But the way that it ended, with everybody watching the documentary that they've been making the whole series, is just like one of the most genius things that you could do with that medium, and it's just like nobody else could do that because you would just be
all they
doing
did
what the
was
Office
a
did.
Housewives ending episode where they recap everything. All the bitches sit around, and they just took that. I'm giving you this, Alex.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people are going to disagree.
Matter of fact, hold on. While you were talking, you should have just sounded.
This is how you should have sounded the whole time. I should have made your voice sound just like this while you were doing that one. Because that was a bad take.
Well, yeah,
I'm not here for it.
Fair enough.
I actually had to take that away before I said something else because it was just making me sound crazy. But I know somewhere Othelius is going, man, fuck all of that shit.
But moving right along.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep playing with these buttons.
To number 7.
Number 7. Which number 7?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Now, hold on. Before y'all start throwing metaphorical tomatoes at the YouTube channel, this show, again, like I did not like the ending of this show. I did not like the ending of this show. It ended in the most disappointing way. I mean, not the most disappointing way, but it was incredibly disappointing, obviously. But when this show was great, it was the best. Like moments like the Red Wedding, like there's the Watchers on the Wall. Like there are so many crazy, amazing moments and well-written moments on the show. Like, yeah, I feel like they had a lot to battle against with writing ahead of George R.R. Martin's books. So there's like a lot of divergence there.
7,
but
sound like you want to give it a 5.
But
sound like you want to put it in the 5, Alex.
Ultimately, it had 2 seasons that I really, really did not enjoy, and that brings it down a little bit. And I feel like I'm happy with my top 5, and I don't feel like that this manages to crack it.
I feel like those 2 seasons you don't enjoy. If they had been 1 season, they would have been a little bit more tolerable.
Possibly.
Like waiting a year and a half to watch a okay television series. Ain't it?
Yeah, and it's shorter.
It ain't it, y'all.
Seasons are shorter too. Yeah, like it took a really long time to produce those last 2 seasons, and
That's what I mean
they're
by
ultimately
shorter too.
disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are getting longer episodes, at least on the last season. But come on, dog.
Still, yeah.
Fewer and fewer episodes every season. I'm still gonna go higher than 7 for me.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I don't know what do I give you? Oh yeah, yeah, you get that one.
So you give it a little higher than 7. I'm curious where you would put it. Like once we get a little bit
Battlestar
further down this
Galactica
list.
still is higher than all of
Than
these
9
so
for you.
far.
Okay.
I think if we're gonna put it at, let's say if Game of Thrones moves up to 5 for me, I say Battlestar is 6.
Okay. All right.
Or 5.
Yeah.
I mean, no, 6 or 7. You could probably argue. I don't know who we would put. I'm leaving room to kick whoever is in your top 5 right on out. That's where I'm leaving room for. Sweet number 6.
So speaking of sweet number 6, my number 6 is Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
I mean,
Rick and
we
Morty.
talked about this show
Rick
so
and
many
Morty.
times.
I've
on
heard
this
this song
podcast.
one time.
Well,
The Rick and Morty song?
I have not heard this song. Oh, okay,
What?
I'm gonna have to. I don't think I've heard it.
You
Is
hadn't
it
heard
like
Rick and
one
Morty?
of the adult. No, I mean outside of the theme
I'm
song,
saying
it's like an adult.
I'm talking
theme.
about the song Rick and
No,
It's a Soldier Boy song, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. Shit. All right, I'm gonna have to go do some googling after this. I have to hear that.
I would say put it right here, but it's not gonna happen. Most likely not
It's
gonna
probably
happen.
not gonna
Most
happen.
likely not gonna happen. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen. Most likely not gonna happen. I don't want to say it's not gonna happen and then boom, right here, you put it here just to make me look crazy. So I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Unless you did put it right here. And then, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what future Alex decides to do. But yeah, great show, man. It's great animation. It has managed to.
I thought you meant tonight. I'm sorry.
Great show. Good night, everybody.
All right, now go and check it out on the Patreon.
But yeah, it's just like I feel like it picks up the ball of shows like Futurama, which came out in '99, just barely didn't make the top 100. But yeah, like with shows like Futurama, even Family Guy and Simpsons,
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill, like there's a lot of adult themes that they use when they manage to blend in all the great things about sci-fi that's like funny and silly and serious. So I think it's just one of the most wonderful TV shows
Of all
the past 25 years.
It's one of the best of all time.
How do you feel about this ranking? Would you put it a little higher, a little lower?
This is number 6.
This is my 6.
Is it higher than Game of Thrones? I'd say for me, well, for most people, I wouldn't say Game of Thrones is lower than Rick and Morty.
Okay.
Most people are giving you one of the what do you,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go with that was loud. But I'm gonna go with that one.
Rick and Morty, I think, is like in a sense gets the leg up because it has failed. It is yet to disappoint. It's had more seasons and it hasn't. It has.
Us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ultimately this is a biased system because I'm the one who's making these lists off of my favoritism about which shows I like more.
My lists,
Rick and Morty is not giving me a bad season.
My lists suck because I'm not gonna do the ones that I like necessarily, just ones that I objectively think are like the greatest, and then I will hate most of them. Now, not that my list will suck, it just will not. It will suck to me.
Yeah.
My list will get a.
And honestly, I did take that kind of stuff into consideration. Like The Office, it's not necessarily like one of my favorite shows of all time, but it's so infamous as far as like a cultural cornerstone in comedy on television. Like it's kind of hard to leave it out.
I would say if you went with the British one, I would give you that top 10.
Well, the British because the so short-lived.
But that's not that impact is more so because there are 4. I think there's 7 different offices in 7 different countries.
Damn, that's crazy.
There's an Australian office. There's a Finnish office, I believe. There's definitely an American office. There's the British office. That's the the big daddy.
Yeah,
original. Like, come on, man. I just think that impact wise, I would give you, even though I don't fuck with it, I would give you British Office in the top 5.
Yeah.
If you had put it there, but you didn't. So you get the booze.
So moving on to the top 5. It's funny looking at my top 5. It's surprisingly, well, it's very black, with one very white show sneaking in there. But it's not going to be number 5. Number 5 is Chappelle's Show.
Chappelle's Show.
Chappelle's Show.
Chappelle's Show.
Yeah. Great.
Better not bring your kids.
I don't
Unless
think
you're a good parent. No. Oh, that's a mosquito.
Oh dear.
Oh, no, that's an gnat. I'll let you live, Nat.
Yeah,
I'll let
so
you
many
live.
bites. Well, those are spiders. Anyway, but Chappelle's Show.
Jesus Christ, nigga, get some hot shot in this motherfucker. God damn.
But
get a cat. No, I'm joking. Cats don't eat spiders, do
I don't know. I don't think so.
they? Put it in the comments.
But Chappelle's Show, great show. One of the most iconic sketch comedy shows of all time.
Bring your kids.
And I mean, like it just pretty much put Chappelle on the map. Like there were a lot of people like us who were the fans of Half Baked and his stand up, Killing Me Softly. But
With his song,
like Chappelle's Show obviously propelled him into infamy. Like even if you're not a fan of the Chappelle Show, like I'm sure you heard about it. Like you couldn't walk around without hearing somebody talk about the sketch that came on the night before. So it's definitely deserves to be in the top 5 of all time.
Gonna say,
or the century.
what year did it come out?
2000, was it 2004? 2002?
2003, 2000. It had to be 2003, 2004. Because that was the year that I got kicked out.
2003.
Yeah. It was the year I got kicked out of school.
Right.
And then I remember me, you, and Adam sitting there trying to find something to watch, switching over to the Talking Poop show, the show with the talking turd,
South Park, yeah.
And the show that comes on after it is the Dave Chappelle Show, which we didn't know was coming out. We didn't know it was coming on after that episode of South Park. I damn near want to say it was that episode with the manatees and when they were talking shit about Family Guy. I damn near want to say that was the episode that was on. But anyway, I definitely know that we were like, holy shit, our favorite comedian, me, you, and Adam, like our favorite comedian just came on TV and he has a television show. Oh man, and he said it in that episode. Nigga, we getting canceled for sure. And I said the same shit. I was like, this is not gonna last long. We need to watch this.
Oh gosh.
And it didn't.
It didn't last long.
I thought it was gonna last a lot shorter than it did. Like when I said it's not gonna last long, I bet 3-4 episodes. Like Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
But
it was like a Shasta McNasty.
Yeah, I thought so.
But no, it didn't last long, not for lack of popularity, but fortunately we got to 2 amazing seasons. Well, I guess like 2.5 if you want to count
I count the third. I count the third season, and I liked it.
Yeah, there's definitely some great sketches, but without him being the host, there's something.
I feel like the sketch that he left out on, that one wasn't as bad as it wasn't bad enough to leave and quit work. But to me, it was like, obviously it was a collective.
Yeah.
It was a straw that broke
the
the ass of the, oh yeah. No. Sorry. I was going to say the camel. Sorry. I was hanging around the Saudi prince the other day. He was talking about some crazy shit.
Oh yeah. The conversations always get a little wild.
They get wild. How come girls won't date a guy who his mama pays for all the shit that he does? But if a Saudi prince or, the Prince of Wales, you got to be with him. Right, but his mom will pay for everything he does
Right?
too.
I guess it all depends on how weird the situation
It's got
is.
to be, yeah. It's got to be,
and
it's
how much
gotta
money
be,
you're getting.
it's got to be so weird that you don't care. It's like, I only see his mama 4 days out of the week. It's okay.
But we'll go ahead and move on. Yeah, that's number 5, Chappelle's Show. Great show. Number 4 is the white show that snuck in the top 5. It is
This is be its title.
Succession. Number 4. I just recently watched this show. Off
the rip.
And wow, it is so incredibly crafted. I was averse to watching this show for a while, like for the same reasons I didn't like Schitt's Creek when I watched that show for the first time. But turn that fucking shit off.
I actually have to wait till it goes off. It has to go off on its own.
But for the same reason I didn't want to watch Schitt's Creek and why I didn't end up liking Schitt's Creek when I watched it.
The movie.
Like the TV show.
I don't know nothing about that.
That's the Eugene Levy TV show where him and his family are like rich white people, but then they lose all their money or something and they have to work in a shitty town called Schitt's Creek.
Oh, I thought it was called Birmingham. I thought the name of that show was called Birmingham, Alabama, but I see what you're saying.
But yeah, watching that, like, and I was not interested in watching Succession because I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to empathize with just like a bunch of rich white people. Why do I even want to watch a show about that?
It turns out you couldn't.
Yeah. Like there's no likable characters on this show, but it's still like in the same vein of I don't know. I guess there's a lot of great shows about
Napoleon Dynamite.
No, I mean
Seinfeld.
No,
I know. I hate that, and I just was saying the masochist type mindset. Is that what you're saying?
No, like shows like Sons of Anarchy or whatever.
Well,
Sopranos,
I was saying
shows about
Seinfeld. That's a show. It's literally a show about terrible people.
Mm.
People used to say it's a show about nothing. No, it's a show about something. The worst people in the world, just representing the Jewish people, all kind of bad. Like, if you anti-Femitism or hematism, however we're supposed to say it, so we don't get demonetized. If you could imagine black people being on TV being that terrible people to other people, it would have not. They would have put black people back like 500 years.
I have heard that because I've never really seen Seinfeld, but I've heard that it's like a lot like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where it's just a bunch of terrible people.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with the characters having really good jobs and a friend who's a comedian.
Right.
Because that's not a good job.
Yeah, that's not a good job. It's a terrible job unless you also write for fucking television.
I was gonna say, unless you also are friends with Larry David.
Yeah. Curb Your Enthusiasm on the top 100.
Literally, Seinfeld's probably nothing. Like a really good comedian, but probably not as big.
Right.
If there is no Larry David.
But yeah, like this show, Succession, it does such a great job of there's a storyline it comes up a lot in movies and television shows, Godfather, Sopranos, Game of Thrones, where this leader
you named
figure,
one TV show.
I said Game of Thrones and Sopranos.
I thought you said Godfather, something else.
Godfather, Sopranos, and Game of Thrones, where they all have this main leader character, and then they're just they're taken out or they're made ill, or that power vacuum has to be filled. And this is interesting because that power vacuum, that main figure is a father, and the people who are trying to fill that vacuum are all of his kids, rather than all these other outside forces. So it's interesting just seeing how awful these people can be to each other, even though they're family.
It's all about family.
And the ending is one of the most satisfying endings I've experienced for a TV show. It's very hard to end a show well. Again, Game of Thrones, one of my favorites. Did not like how it ended. But God, yeah, the way that this show wrapped up was incredibly so much better than I thought it was gonna be. I was pleasantly surprised. Yes. I mean, like I know you've never seen Succession. You probably have no interest.
It's not
in
that I've never seen Succession. See, there you go. I've seen 3 episodes.
Okay.
First 3 episodes.
Okay, it's just not your bag.
Don't make me keep hitting this button. We should move on. But there's not much for me to say about Succession other than hitting this button. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. So moving on,
and it was such a good show that I was able to just talk about Seinfeld for 3 minutes.
Moving on to number 3, The Wire, another HBO show.
It's actually HBO's number 1 show, and here you are, disrespectful.
I mean, yeah, it's HBO's number 1 show, but they're not making this list.
It wasn't. No, that's not a list. That's like its actual number 1.
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm sure it's one of the most popular
show
of
all time. In their
yeah. So would you put it at your number?
Their tiny home box office.
Would you put it at your number 1 for like of all time or 21st century?
Yeah, 21st century. It might have to go up there. Number 1. Number 1.
Yeah, I do love
2
this
would
show.
probably be Heroes if I'm doing a list.
Okay.
2 would probably be Heroes.
Okay. Yeah.
Just making the list as well, like 2004. 2008, 9, huh? Heroes.
Wait, was that's when it came out?
Yeah, I think that's when it came out. 2008, I think.
Double check, because I forget.
It was like a good time in life. 2008. Let's take America back to them times, and we're gonna make America great again.
2006.
2006. So okay, that was the bad times. Still, those were the bad times, the hopeful times. So yeah. But yeah, The Wire, number 1 show in the last 30 years. Actually, I'm just stay with 25 because I do want to do a video about how King of the Hill might be the greatest television show of all time.
Okay.
Television sitcom too, because they actually do have a what do you call it? A timeline.
Yeah.
And their characters do get older.
Right.
So, even before the new season, by the way.
Yeah, they just like age slower.
Yeah, Bobby's like a different 12, then by the end, he's 13, 14.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he does actually have birthdays and they count.
Goes to grades.
But yeah, like one of the greatest, riskiest shows I've ever seen, because like especially the way that the show decides to change from season to season. It's not like a show like American Horror Story or whatever like that, where they can totally get away with telling a completely different story
just because Niecy is in it. That's really the only reason that it gets. Oh no, that's Grotesquerie. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, that is Grotesquerie. Yeah,
same shit.
But no, like it's not like they hit a reset button every season and they get to tell a new story. It's like, no, we're continuing the story, but now it's going to be from this completely different point of view. And they trusted their audience to come along for the ride when they went to the docks. Or
I just felt like only season 2 did a different point of view. They just all had different characters or additional characters. Because even in season 2, we get some of the characters from season 1. May not be the same storyline, like I said, but some of the storylines end up tying within each other, weaving between each other. So I would say that's why it's my number 1. Best cast, best writing, best impact. Because if you haven't seen The Wire, you've been told you need to see The Wire. And that's just how that worked. Mic drop.
Moving on to
if that's your mic drop sound, that's so crazy. Just broom, not no broom broom. It's just boom 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 boom.
Do you have a favorite season of The Wire?
No, not really.
No, okay.
They all slap the same for me. The songs, the original song and the last song are the only good ones, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
like
only
from
like
the
the
first
first
season and the last season. The first season is the one though.
Yeah, the first season was definitely the best. The dog season is that song is terrible. I remember
They're
really
all
not
bad.
liking that.
They're all bad. I didn't skip one. I didn't skip to the end on HBO when I watched it on HBO. I didn't skip one time when I went to the intro.
Yeah,
on season 1.
Season 1, yeah.
The rest, I watched the first one on each season, and then I'm like, "Yep, I'm good." I'm good.
Number 2 of the top 10 shows of the 21st century, Watchmen. I gave this one a rewatch, and I'd already, like, the first time I watched it, I was just kind of blown away by the storytelling and the directing and the cultural impact. Like, even like I like this show came out, and then 2 months later, the president apologized for the Tulsa massacre, like officially, and then different things like Juneteenth becoming a holiday.
Who was
like,
the president then?
Oh, somebody that nobody remembers.
I guarantee
long time.
It ain't a white one. I guarantee. Hold on, let me do this. Let me try this. I guarantee.
You had to put on the megaphone on that. Yeah, the fact that it just had such an impact from that opening scene, because there are so many people in America that don't know about Tulsa, and you as a Black person living in America, it's just like kind of one of those things that and it was surprising, like, to realizing, oh yeah, like, of course a lot of other, like, white people would not have heard about this, and even a lot of other Black people, because they just don't teach it in schools. I
feel you. They don't teach a lot of stuff in school though. So, and people are able to find the stupidest shit in the world and present it to me and tell me, what you would like is this stupidest shit that I've ever seen in my life. Instead of fucking reading a book or maybe Google some shit that means some shit.
I mean,
ask a question. Okay.
And you don't know what you don't know. And, like, I feel like, sometimes you're given, you're not given the best of resources as far as, like, or even know how to point yourself in the right direction. And not everybody knows how to use bibliography.
Life is the same as it has always been. You don't need to know a bibliography, but you know what? You know where to get information. People have always known where to get information. Now you have it in abundance. You have it at the fingertips. It's not an excuse for our parents to have nothing and know, and for us to have everything and not give a fuck.
But just to my point, like, nobody's gonna think to Google Tulsa Massacre unless you were told that there was a Tulsa Massacre. So it's like it was interesting seeing this presented to people, and people like, oh man, that would be crazy if that actually happened. Like, no, nigga, Google it. That really did happen.
It's, there's all kind. If you're a cinephile, you've probably seen Rosewood or heard of it, or seen all these other movies that have been about the same things. I don't know. If you don't pay attention in school, you're not gonna have almost heard about this. Not even. But there's a lot of things that are adjacent that they do talk about in schools, or at least when we went to school 75 years ago.
Yeah, and beyond even the historical aspect of it, like, it's just a fucking dope ass way of continuing this adaptation of this comic book that everybody said was, like, unfilmable. You couldn't make an adaptation of this. You couldn't continue this story without it being blasphemy against Alan Moore. But I feel like this was a very
they took it back to Alan.
Yeah, I thought
it's like, look, this is what we did wrong. Immediately, they blew up a squid, and like, come on.
And I think that Alan Moore will never watch it because he's a curmudgeon. But I think that this is very.
What has he watched? I'd like to get a short list of the things he has watched in the last 25, 35 years. I bet you he's seen 10 things in the last 35 years. 10 TV shows.
Yeah. like, I like Abbott Elementary. Like just like watching some weird
No,
garbage.
he watches what's that show where the black dude's British and he's like a prince?
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
Mr. Bridgerton.
He watched Bridgerton, nigga.
Mr. Bridgerton. That's far too much sauce.
So
But yeah, how do you feel about Watchmen at number 2 before we get to the number 1?
Regina King? Oh man.
Regina King.
Can't do nothing wrong. Can't do nothing wrong. Remember that TV show, cop TV show she was on?
Yeah. A Southland.
Let me tell you something. It was Southland, that's correct.
I think that's where she got her directing chops too. I think she directed a couple episodes.
Episodes of that. We're gonna keep it in the button. We might as well move on to the next thing.
Yeah, we might as well to move down to number 1. I guess we should just do a quick recap of the top 10 just so everybody remembers. Number 10, Eastbound and Down. Number 9.
Oh no, sorry. I'm not gonna do those.
Number 9, Battlestar Galactica. Number 8, The Office. Number 7, Game of Thrones.
I'm not gonna do that either.
Number 6, Rick and Morty. Number 5, Chappelle's Show. Number 4, Succession. Number 3, The Wire. Number 2, Watchmen. And number 1,
Chappelle's Show.
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta.
Yeah, I had to give it to Atlanta. It just encompasses everything that I love about everything on this every show on this list. It's able to do like horror, sci-fi, weird, crazy, nonsensical stuff, and also have really thoughtful, dramatic, emotional moments and episodes. And it's just insanely funny. I don't think I've ever laughed harder at a TV show and cried harder. Like the levels are just like so equal.
As black as that show is, none of them married black.
Lock the doors. Oh my gosh. Like from the that scene from the last episode.
Shout out to the interview we did with him. Me and Nine. I don't even know if it's out. I think it's out. It might be out.
I think it is out.
It wasn't out for a very long time. So yeah, that we interviewed that guy. None of them married black. Very funny.
God,
didn't sound anything like that in real life. This is a choice he did. I said, "What made you do that voice? Because nigga, you don't sound nothing like that." He was from Alabama too.
Oh, right on.
Roll
Tide.
Hold on.
But yeah, I don't know if you want to go to 9 Nerd Yards channel to hear about why this show is so incredible. You could go check out one of his mini videos. But I mean, it's just an incredible for me, for everything that I love and want to see out of a TV show. This is a perfect show. Closest thing to being perfect for a show, perfect of a show for someone like me. And yeah, it's just the best show that's come out in this century for me, and I will be very surprised if I will see anything that'll make me think otherwise before I'm off this planet.
I don't know. I think maybe Vice Principals might be better than Vice Principals is better than Succession. I put that above Succession for sure. I put Sopranos above Succession. 100%.
Sopranos came out in 99.
Was it 99? No, I feel like we was in high school when that came out.
1999, yeah.
99? Mm-hmm.
I thought I checked that already. But yeah, 99.
99. Well, Vice Principals is definitely.
Would you put it Vice Principals over Eastbound and
Down?
See, when I was going through like Eastbound and Down, Righteous Gemstones, Vice Principals, I was like, Eastbound and Down is definitely the better of the 3 for me. Just the way that the shows ended.
I don't know. The last episode, the last season wasn't really good on Eastbound and Down.
I really liked the last season.
It's good. You said you really liked it. You didn't say you loved it. So therefore, I don't know, because Vice Principals only had 2 seasons. They didn't, and they filmed them back to back. There was no chance for the story to change or get worse or studios to get involved. None of that shit. It just hit you. So I don't know. I might put that one above Eastbound and Down, but I definitely put it above Succession. Definitely put it above Succession.
Okay.
Yeah, The Wire is over Atlanta, 100%. Now, Atlanta should be in the top 5, but get it out of here, out of the top. Get it out of here at number 1. At least out of the top 2. You got to put The Wire at number 1. Because of impact, you got to put The Wire at number 1. Because I still like, Atlanta and The Wire. I know people who haven't seen it. But this is how I put it. If you felt like somebody had to watch one of these to get cultural relevancy in the Black community, you know what I'm saying? To get, if you outside the Black community, the thing that you would need to watch, that I would tell you the first thing you need to watch, The Wire. That's what you need to watch first. Like some niggas might say Roots or some shit that a white person need to watch first, jumping into the Black community. Nigga, I think we can start a little sooner than slavery.
Something a little bit more modern.
Let's get to some people making reference of Roots.
Yeah.
And, like Roots. And I'm like, oh, what is Roots? That's what people just go to Roots, be traumatized, then come back to a Disney movie or some kind. Watch Princess and the Frog or some shit. But I'm going, if I had, so I'm based off of that criteria that I just laid out. If I had to tell somebody, because this top 5 is so Black, if I had to tell somebody a Black thing that they should watch culturally relevant, and I don't know, Chappelle Show might be better than Atlanta, honestly, too. Chappelle Show is just, Chappelle Show is iconic and impact. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many people walk up to Donald Glover and say one of his lines from his show, as opposed to how many people walk up to Dave Chappelle and say, I'm Rick James, bitch, in front of his kids, his wife and his kids at Disneyland. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a little different. So.
I mean, I can't tell you how many people go up to Donald Glover and try to impersonate Teddy Perkins.
Exactly. I just feel like it's less. I'm not saying it doesn't happen at all.
Yeah, I'm sure that
I'm not saying it doesn't happen at all.
I'm sure that it is. And like cultural, impact isn't the only criteria, because the like fucking kid from Game of Thrones, he had to quit acting because everybody thought he was a real piece of shit.
I would put Game of Thrones up higher for sure.
But yeah, I just feel like Atlanta, it is just like such a great representation of Black culture as well, and it also, but I think it's just a little more modernized, obviously, because The Wire came out probably 15 years before, but also it's just like it has so much more joy. Like I have like really heartbreaking moments with Atlanta that have just made me cry so hard, but I think Atlanta also shows a lot of joy, and I think that's just why, me personally, and it is a more enjoyable TV show for me.
You ain't like it when Wallace was able to feed his little brothers and his little sisters? That ain't bring you no joy?
That was really sweet right before he got shot by his best friend.
When he was look, why we got to bring up the bad time? We was talking about the joy. We could talk about the bad times in Atlanta. You thought it was cool in the first episode when Ern was just living out of a fucking trash can? Motherfucking Oscar the Grouch in this motherfucker. Like, you thought that was dope? No, that was sad. I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
It was, this list, I'm gonna give Atlanta a piece above the Chappelle Show just because the last season was better. Last episode was better. Watchmen, last episode was better than that. Game of Thrones, last episode was better. Atlanta's last episode was better than Game of Thrones as well. So I'm gonna give Atlanta a soft. See, I'm gonna give it a
decrescendo.
It's just not a decrescendo, just a That's
cut
it.
it off.
Cut that bitch off.
But guys, yeah, that's my top 10. Let us, and I'll be putting my top 100 in the video description, so you can argue even more about how wrong I am. But yeah, let us know in the chat. Bill, do you want to tell the people where they can find you on the interwebs?
Oh, shucks. They can find me right here every Monday on the Drunk Banthas podcast, just like they're doing right now at 8:15 p.m. Pacific time, right here with this dude, the Nerds at Night on Drunk Banthas channel. And you can also find me every Thursday at 7:15 or 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure you go on Instagram and Twitter and all that other stuff. Make sure you know when we are going live, baby. Make sure you go over to Drunk Banthas channel. The Drunk Banthas podcast channel on YouTube and the Nerds at Highlights channel on YouTube. It'll be right here in the description. Please like and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, Letterboxd, likewise, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little Logans. And may the force. No, sorry, my little. Fucked it up. May the force be with you.